expectations laid before them, Premier League surprise package, Sunderland welcome Everton to the Stadium of Light here on this Monday night for the final fixture of Game Week 10. The BlackCats reached a new zenith in their 2-1 beating of Chelsea last weekend, whereas the Toffees were comprehensively swept aside 3-0 by Tottenham Hotspur at home. Where European champions Paris Saint-Germain failed in the Club World Cup final, Sunderland has succeeded in the Premier League as Regis Labritz's bouncy BlackCats stunned Stamford Bridge into silence with a colossal comeback job in Game Week 9. The 4th minute, Alejandro Garnacho opener was not the harbinger of doom that some away fans may have feared, as Wilson Isidore quickly restored parity for the visitors before an exposed Chelsea defence was called Colin by Chemsady Talaby in the 3rd minute of the second half. Injury time. Boasting an implausible 17 points from their opening 9 matches of the season, Sunderland have coincidentally taken the most points of any newly promoted Premier League club for 17 years, since Hull City had accrued 20 at this stage in 2008-09 season. Liverpool's men ended the weekend in the top 4 of the Premier League table, but with Liverpool and Chelsea both prevailing on Saturday, their newly promoted team have been bumped down to 6. Everton's stalled victory from the jaws of defeat as recently as October the 5th against Crystal Palace, but David Moyes' men have seen their attacking and defensive powers wane, albeit against Big Six opposition. Erling Haaland inflicted 2-0 defeat to Manchester City, preceded a Mickey van der Ven inspired a 3-0 loss at the hands of Tottenham Hotspur, who became the first visiting side to win at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, thanks to the Dutchman's brace and a Pape Sarr header. All 3 aerial efforts exposed Everton's worrying weaknesses from crosses and set pieces, and the Toffees now find themselves 15th in the first tier rankings, albeit with a healthy 5-point lead above the drop zone. A 20-year worst could now be equalled by the Merseyside outfit, who have not lost 3 consecutive Premier League games without scoring under Moyes since October 2005, 6 in a row, and the less said about their exploits on their troubles, the better. So the team starts in goal for Sunderland is number 22, Robin Rees. The back 5 sees Nordic Nikieli, Daniel Ballard and Lacharo Geertruida. Troy Hume and Ronaldo Mandava playing as the 2 wing-backs, whilst Bertrand Traore and Enzo Lefebvre will be playing as the wingers. But with the captain Granit Xhaka playing alongside Noah Siddiqui, with Wilson Isidore leading the line for the BlackCats. The Everton goal for them is Jordan Pickford. The back 4 sees the captain James Tarkowski alongside Michael Keane, whilst Vitaly Mikolenko and Jake O'Brien that will play as the 2 fullbacks. James Dorner and Idrissa Gana Gueye will sit in holding midfield, whilst Jack Grealish, Caden Dewsbury-Hall and Iliman Ndiaye will play down the lone striker, Diego Barry. So that means on the substitute bench for Regis Labritz's side, the sub-goalkeeper is Anthony Patterson. He's joined alongside Arthur Masterlarkin, Luca Nayan, Dan Neal, Chemsady Talaby, Simon Adingra, Chris Rank, Eliza Mayenda and Brian Bobby. Whilst on the sub-bench for David Moyes' side, the sub-goalkeeper is Mark Travers. He's joined alongside Seamus Coleman, Adam Asnu, Dwight McNeil, Tyler Diblin, Carlos Alcaraz, Marilyn Brill, Tim Irabinin and Beto. The referee today is Mr. Thomas Brummel, overseeing his 36th Premier League fixture. He is in blue top, white shorts and black socks. Sunderland are in their red and white stripes with black shorts and red socks, whilst Everton are in all black goalkeeper kitters. They kick us off going from left to right. The ball goes back to Jordan Pickford. He lobs the ball forward. From headed out by Barry. It's a shot from James Garner. And it's an excellent strike by James Garner. It was a storming effort that it's just done. Oh, I tell you what, he may have even glanced the post. It just came out to him on the volley. He hit it so cleanly. 9 seconds on the clock. Everton could have taken the lead there, but his effort just going past the post. Robin Roofs in all orange was certainly worried. He darted down to his right side. The greatest goal on his effort, just going past the post. So Roofs' goal kick goes long. Be headed down by James Tarkowski. Comes to Granit Xhaka in the middle. He will go back to Geertruida. Cheryl Geertruida will move it across to Daniel Ballard, who has been impressive in the step up to the Premier League. Here is Ronaldo Mandava. He will go all the way back to the goalkeeper in all orange, Robin Rees. Arguably has been the player of the season for Sunderland this campaign. Signed from the Nijmegen and a $9 million deal in the summer. He has been outstanding. So Dewsbury Hall. We give it to Mikalenko. Here is James Garner, who started all Premier League games this season. 7 of those games going in centre mid. Through those games, he's had to fill in at left back. So Garner on the ball, gives it Jack Grealish. Nice 1-2 between them. Garner into Kid and Dewsbury Hall. He will turn, gives it out to Vitaly Mikalenko. Mikalenko back to Garner. Garner will stretch it across to Donna Gay. There is the captain for the Toffees, James Tarkowski. All the Sunderland players behind the ball at the moment. Sends it down the line. If it's Ronaldo Mandava to step in and just knock it out of play. Out for an Everton throw. Jacob Brown will pick it up and go back to the captain, James Tarkowski. Tarkowski with the ball. Will back to Michael Keane, and now just a second touch of the game for the goalkeeper, John Pickford. Of course, as a Mackham himself, he came through the system at Sunderland after one singular impressive season with the BlackCats of his manager being David Moyes. He made a £25 million move to stay in the Premier League to join Everton, but tries to get to as many Sunderland games as he can. He is a boyhood Sunderland fan, Jordan Pickford, and so he will get a brilliant reception here at the Stadium of Light. As it's Noah Siddiqui with the ball, he's going to turn back to go all the way back to Robin Rees. Rees will give it to Lacharo Geertruida. Geertruida will give it to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka will play it forward, and then Daniel Ballard will try and send it out to the right side. There is Nordin Nikiele. Nikiele will go back to the goalkeeper, Robin Roofs. Roofs will give it to Daniel Ballard, who will step forward with the ball. He will just go back. There is Robin Roofs. Roofs will clip it out to the right side, headed by Vitaly Mikalenko. Then should Grealish and try and bring it down. He's unable to. The ball will just run out of play. Welcomes back to Lacharo Geertruida. And there is Geertruida, seized from Ronaldo Mandava. The Rees just trying to make himself available. Bando's forward now. And back across. Geertruida to Mandava. That's Ronaldo. And Luigi stepped forward to step into space. And Toffees getting his first touches of the game. Go back to Geertruida. Geertruida will play a couple of 1-2s with Mandava. They play about 9 passes between each other. Wanted to pressure from the Everton players. The ball goes forward. Here is Wilson Isidore inside the box. Received it. Isidore will go out to Brian Brobby. Salby. He goes down, does Brobby. The Sunderland fans were asking if there was a potential penalty in there, but Thomas Bramall was a flag chint, and that was Jack Grealish to try and send it for Barry to get running, but Geertruida will get their first one to go back to the goalkeeper, Robin Rees. Oh, it's Ronaldo Mandava. Mandava stepping forward with the ball. It's a ball that goes forward and then back, and it's going to be Michael Keane just declared clean up towards Diano Barry, but soon he picked up the air by Daniel Ballard, and Ballard will just go to Noah Siddiqui. Another impressive signing. He's just 20 years of age. He's started every game this season. And the Belgian Premier League with Union Saint-Gervais in the summer. He made the move into the stadium of Leicester. He is old, but him and Granit Xhaka are ever impressive in the midfield. It's Daniel Ballard. He was just trying to send the ball forward there, but it's almost a forced ball. So here is Granit Xhaka in the middle. It's Keane in Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall out to the left side. Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish will give it to Keane Dewsbury Hall. He's going to come forward. Going to pull it back there. It's Clement Ndiaye. Gets a shot away, blocked off by Mandela. He's going to come to Darla Gay. Lays it off to Tiano Barry. He gets a strike off, and it's blocked off by Richard Geertrude. But Everton moving the ball quickly here. Ball goes back to James Tarkowski. Tarkowski on the ball. Give it to Darla Gay with Grealish. Grealish playing on 1-2 with Dewsbury Hall. There is Mitalenka. Now way back, and it's Tarkowski. Tarkowski getting it from Michael Keane. Has to see the ball out to his feet. So put it towards Mitalenka. Well, there he is at Rodden Murray's side of his goal, and it's an impressive collection from him, and then he's able to just drop the ball down on the ground. As they will look to play forward. So Bruce gives it to Geertrude. Geertrude goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Bruce, just 22 years of age, gives it to Daniel Ballard. Sees if he's playing his first minutes in the Premier League. Loan spells out in League One and the Championship. He was with Blackpool and Millwall previously on loan, while making a permanent move from Arsenal to Sunderland. It is Iliman Chai just trying to accelerate the ball forward. And Robin Reeves is going to get to the ball first. So ball will be notch forward. There's Geertrude. Geertrude will give it to Daniel Ballard. Howard with it. Look around for his Etchins. I'll find them at the moment. Then sends a long ball warp, and it's nearly headed out by Jake O'Brien. And then Jai will bring it down and go back to O'Brien. Here's James Donner receiving it with his left foot and then stepping forward with his right foot. He's been excellent this season in the heart of the Toffees midfield. We're out at left fullback. It's Jack Grealish. So in the 9th minute, ball ends off the ground. Stand up for a minute support. Do you remember Bradley Lowry? And of course was the mascot in the game between Sunderland and Everton. In fact, the last time Everton came to the Stadium of Light, Bradley Lowry was the mascot, and he unfortunately lost his battle with leukemia. No, and he's off the ground just applauding. There is Enzo Lefebvre. Fay out to the left side, plays a 1-2 with Ronaldo Mandava. Everton sets off in a 4-5-1 shift. As it's back to number 27, Noah Siddiqui. Siddiqui was then to the left side. Lefebvre will go back. David Moyes was being told off by the assistant referee for believing was stood. Pretty much in the way of the linesman, so It's prime Robbie. He's team challenge for Teled Mikalenko full of ball. The ball was eventually played out by Michael Keane. He picked up. Stand by Nordi Piering. We have seen this season the power of the one throw when it's something that is coming back into fashion. He's a player that is particularly competent, but this time he goes short and back. It's with the Sunderland defence. Ballard goes to try here. Chukane into an inverted position. The ball goes forward to Bertrand Traore, who looks to have been bundled over there. But he's going to be okay. Well, there's that to Michael Keane. Michael Keane, the long ball forward. Brought down. And it's Daniel Ballard. Ballard out to right side. There is Wilson Isidore just trying to bring the ball down. It's a strong challenge that goes in. And now Iliman Jai can turn and run with the ball. And Jai is going to run at the Sunderland defence. Here is Barry. Barry tries to knock it forward, but tough by Gertrude. And Gertrude will send it out of politely. He turns around to the Sunderland fan and says, come on, let's get behind us. There was a bit of noise. So someone with it. Gertrude back to Robin Roos. Roos is going to get the ball out of his feet. This is still knock it off Kieran Dewsbury Hall, so they're out for a kick for the BlackCats. Great strike early on in this game from James Garner, a volley. Certainly nearly tested the goalkeeper. Robin Roofs, who was at full stretch. But the ball just went past the post. Roos will take goal kick. He's going to send it forward. It's going to be knocked down, and there's going to be an effort from distance, this time from Bertrand Traore. The eyes way past anywhere near Jordan Pickford, so he was not worried at all. Don't mind it from Bertrand Traore. Just come nicely on the half volley, and he thought, why not? Shows a good sense of confidence, and maybe got a little nudge in the back from James Tarakowski if he's set to shoot there, but nothing doing. Jordan Pickford to take the goal kick here. So he's going to send it forward, and headed down. Then Wilson Isidore is the man to bring it down. He's unable to, and then it was James Tarkowski. Tarkowski moves out to Jake O'Brien. He's eliminating Jai, and Jai, where's the ball forward to Deano Barry. Barry headed the turn, trying to run it. Gertrude. And then it's one back, and now Barry to Njai. Njai on the edge of the box. Good feed by him. Great strike by him. And Josh gives Everton the lead. How the Senegalese international scores an absolute left it. Pin to the back of the net. And it's magnificent, masterful feat as he's able to dance past the hapless Sunderland defence. And Iliman Njai scores his 5th goal of the Premier League season. It is superb play by Iliman Njai, bringing the ball forward. He takes it past 3 or 4 Sunderland players. He moves onto his left foot, and Iliman Njai just bends it into the top corner. 15 minutes on the clock here. It's Everton who break the deadlock. It's Sunderland 0, Everton 1. And Robin Roos didn't even attempt to dive for the ball because it was straight past then. He was able to watch it into the back of the net. And Iliman Njai gets a goal for David Moyes' team. He turned around to a couple of his players with a big smirk on his face. This is being checked by VAR for a potential foul by Tiano Barry. So Thomas Bramman is explaining that too. Hillerman and Jar down there is asking as to why there's a stop. So the goal has been confirmed, and it's a goal for Everton, and it's Hillerman and Jai with his 4th Everton goal of the season. And Sunderland are going to have to come from behind there. It's the first effort on target, first goal of the game. There is Daniel Ballard. Ballard's going to hook it forward, and he flicked on by Wilson Isidore. He's James Garner. Send it out to the right side to Jake O'Brien. O'Brien will give it to Hillerman and Jai, and Jai just plays a poor ball into Noah Siddiqui. Sunderland fans are sure that Siddiqui's just been fouled, and there's a real late challenge going in there, and Thomas Bramall is going to have to get the card out here. Fred Xhaka has run over, but it's a wild challenge. Man, it's a yellow card for Noah Siddiqui, the 20-year-old. Siddiqui felt he was fouled, so then he just came in and called James Garner, and that is a rash challenge, and that will disappoint Regis Liberis because Noah Siddiqui just needs to keep his discipline. Ronaldo Mandava is speaking to him down there, trying to calm him down. So already Noah Siddiqui's 4th Noah card of the season, but just lost his head a little there and ran in and made the challenge. Wasn't well advised. Fed's Garner thankfully is back up to his feet. Point on, it's the right decision. There was good question of it being a dangerous challenge, though Nordi Mukiele is chasing down the referee about something. Ronaldo Mandava is having to run over and keep him away. Literally, Ronaldo Mandava is literally grabbing Mukiele and saying, "What are you doing?" Granit Xhaka said, "I'm the captain, I should speak to Thomas Bramall." And the referee has put Nordi Mukiele for dissent. He continued right after the referee asking why. But it's Nordi Mukiele who's picked up his first yellow card of the season. So 18 minutes on the clock here. Someone down by a goal, and 2 men are in the referee's notepad. So Noah Siddiqui got a card for the challenge. Nordi Mukiele for dissent. Ball goes back to Robin Roos. Here is Robin Roos, plays it short it to Daniel Ballard. Ballard will go out to the right side to the man that's just picked up that booking, Nordi Mukiele. Mukiele with it. He's across to Gertrude. Out to the right side. He's on the right shadow, but it's not a great pass into Virgin Traore. It will go out. So the look how Mukiele got his yellow card. This was something he said to the referee. I think it's Thomas Bramall told him to move away. Mukiele didn't move away and then went over the 4th official. He's still having a bit of a go at the referee. This is a silly yellow card to stick up for him. Ball goes out to the right side. It's Daniel Ballard. He tries to send it forward, but it's off by Kieran Dewsbury Hall. So Daniel Ballard will give it to Lacharo Gertrude. Truda plays it full, but James Garner will come in now. Garner will send it out to the right side. Tiano Barry. Barry will come back to Jake O'Brien. O'Brien all the way back to James Tarkowski. Forward ball into EvertonMatch. There is Patricia Garner-Gay. Gay out to Vitaly Mikolenko. Now Jack Grealish. Standing try Hugh. What about the cross? Going to keep back to Patricia Garner-Gay. He was stretched out to Jacob O'Brien. O'Brien will play back to Tarkowski. He plays it forward. The timer takes a heavy touch. Now Sunderland, they're going to come away with it. It's Noah Saduki. Back to Daniel Ballard. He finds Try Hugh. Tried to find Try Hugh, but it's a great pass in the end. And now it's Caden Shrewsbury-Hall. Sees the ball from Kirill. Sends it up to EvertonMatch. He falls over, but he's still able to head it backwards. Front play. Here's Grealish on the edge of the box now. He's going to send in a shot. It comes off the post. And then it's going to be another cross in. And headed away by Ronaldo Mandava. And Everton have started this game really well. Grealish on the edge of the box. Decent strike, and he's hit the post. Once again, Robin runs just at full stretch to try and stop that effort from sneaking in. And it was a decent effort by Jack Grealish, the Manchester City loanee. So Jacob O'Brien lodges it full. Comes the edge of the box. Dewsbury Hall with the effort. Blocked off by Bertrand Traore. Now it's with Lasharo Gertrude. Gertrude is just going to send a long ball forward. Straight headed back to the goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. So 40 minutes in the game, halfway through the half. It's the one shot from someone, 6 from Everton, 1 on target, 4 of them inside the box. We'll certainly seem the better of the two teams at the moment, they're the Toffees. There is Granit Xhaka. Zhuafke. Put this forward. It's going to be touched down. And Sharon Gertrude. Keep there to Traore. Traore on the right side. Look around for his options. Oh, he plays into Noah Siddiqui. Wasn't even looking. He's having the haul from Howe. Is Noah Siddiqui. Wasn't even looking. He was just chucking forward. I don't know where he's looking. He didn't know the pass came into her. Now Jack Grealish is going to want to punish it. It's Shrewsbury Hall. He tries to pull it back. It's Daniel Ballard who gets the touch. Ballard out to right side. Traore back to him. It's been sloppy from Sunderland. Senzo Lafay tries to play a forward ball into Bertrand Traore, but that is sloppy play by him. The Frenchman just over there. Well, over internet really. He's got a little bit too under the ball. Sorry, Gisela is set now with a paper in his hands, emptying stuff down. It's nice Deaky. To left side. Goes it across. Here is James Garner. James Garner gives it to EvertonMatch. On this right side, it's Ronaldo Mandava. Is getting out too tight through, but it's Mandava creates the foul. It turns around and says that was out of foul. It's quite an obvious infringement for him to give away. Slammed it on top of EvertonMatch. David Moyes just got out to speak to EvertonMatch about something. It's a clear foul. So James Garner is going to knock it forward. That's really dull keeping by Robin Roos. He comes out and poets it. One ball forward. Wilson Isidore will go chasing. Here's Jordan Pickford out of his goal, and he's able to collect. So it's going to be a throw here for Sunderland. It's Nori Mukiele who is stood over it. He's preparing to launch one in. It's put out 18-yard box, surrounding the goalkeeper Jordan Pickford, trying to make it difficult for the boycott Sunderland fan. Nori Mukiele is going to deliver it in towards the near post, headed away by Michael Keane. And as an Everton player has landed on the floor, Vitaly Mikolenko there's been shoved down by Trihune. He's given the referee a piece of his mind. He said it was soft as something. So Pickford will give it to Idrissa Gana Gueye. He's going to go to the left side. It's going to be a little forward. And it's going to go all the way back to Robin Rees. Rees out of his goal. Will collect it. Here's Cheryl Geertruida. Geertruida out to the right side. Then Ballard. Ballard plays the ball forward. It's pulled touch by Trihune. It's going to come to Tiano Barry. We'll chop it back to Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Now Garner. Out to Grealish. Grealish with it. He's going to send the right foot to cross it at Tiano Barry. And how has he put it over the bar? Bar should have been 2-0 to the Toffees. But somehow Tiano Barry, which is his third Premier League start, has smashed it over the bar. Man. David Moyes, you can see, he looks completely dismayed, and I'm sure he cannot believe that is not ended up in the back of that. Tiano Barry is about 3 yards out from goal. It's such a good cross by Jack Grealish. He's put it on a plate for Tiano Barry, and I have no idea how the 23-year-old has not swatted that into the back of the net at the far post. But the score here, 29 minutes on the clock, remains Sunderland 0, Everton 1. To the ball back to Lacharo Geertruida. Here's the captain, Granit Xhaka, is able to turn. Xhaka will play it centrally into Wilson Isidore. It comes to Elemen NGI, and Njai with the ball back out to the right side and sent forward by Jake O'Brien. It's a poor ball forward. Now it's Ronaldo Mandaba. Ronaldo Mandaba with it. Back across out to the right side. There's another Mikiele. Mikiele inside to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka across, down in Ballard. Give it to Lacharo Geertruida. Cracky Xhaka to this left side. It's Enzo Lefebvre. Lefebvre with the cross. Bertrand Traore tries to get there, but he completely mishits it. And now Everton are going to break ball. Grealish gives it to Gana Gueye. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, but good strong challenge going in from Daniel Ballard, and his challenge will end up in the hands of Jordan Pickford. Just make it all of errors on this pitch at the moment are the BlackCats. So Pickford will give it to O'Brien. Now it's Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. So Gay is back to James Tarkowski. Tarkowski to Michael Keane. Michael Keane will get to Jack Grealish out to its left side. Now Grealish coming inside with the ball. Plenty of players in and around him. He'll go to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Gana Gueye, he's going to go all the way back now to Tarkowski. Doesn't mind, it's a little frustrating or something. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall to Jack Grealish out to the left side. James Garner. There is Grealish on the ball. This guy sent it in. It's Kane in Shrewsbury Hall. Noah Siddiqui's going to come forward, and that's a poor charge going in from Tiano Barry. He's going to receive a booking. It's a late challenge, and he's going to be the first Everton player to go into the referee's notepad. Howard Siddiqui was just driving forward, and then now it's just a really poor challenge, and you wonder whether that is a tackle out of frustration from Tiano Barry. Just a few minutes ago, the former Villarreal striker missed from a couple of yards out. And still looking for his first Premier League goal. There is Bertrand Traore. He sends it back. There is Daniel Ballard. Ballard will send it across to Lacharo Gertruda. Here is Ronaldo Mandela, and Never comes down the left side. It's a strong challenge by Trissa on again. Gertruda. Cross to Daniel Ballard. And now it's Ballard with it to Enzo Lefebvre. Enzo Lefebvre on the ball. And forward, here is Granit Xhaka in the midfield. Someone this season have got the most points from losing positions. Them and Brighton have both received 7 points this season from losing positions. As Ronaldo Mandava jumps down on the floor, holding his face, have got in for a challenge with Jake O'Brien. He then cleared his lines. Ronaldo Mandava, the 31-year-old, is rolling down on the floor holding his face. And this is caught by the arm as Jake O'Brien. But as a defender, when you've got your backs at, when you kind of protect the ball, of course you stick out your arms to protect it. Mandava's just put his face in his arm, rolled down on the floor like he'd been shot. He's quickly got back up onto his feet. It's embarrassing, really, but best serve out that the better, perhaps. So, throw to be taken from Jake O'Brien. And send it down the line. Here is Kane in Shrewsbury Hall. Tries to bring it down. It's going to be cleared away by Daniel Ballard. Kelsey's going to hook it away. Eliminentia will try flicking it on. It's going to be a throw for Sunderland. Will be collected by the Sunderland system manager. The train even gets across and knocks the ball out for an Everton throw. Now it's someone with the ball. Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka with it. To Xhaka. Xhaka will give it to Noah Siddiqui. Ronaldo with it. Goes back. Here's Gertruda. Gertruda will knock it forward. Here's Xhaka. Siddiqui. Ronaldo. To Enzo Lefebvre. Granit Xhaka will hook it forward. Headed in the air by Michael Keane. Traore of the shot. Blocked off by Nikolenko. I think Darla Gay will clear it up to Barry. And it's Gertruda. Ball is clipped in. It's Isidore to Siddiqui. Siddiqui with the strike. Siddiqui sends it over the bar, but all of a sudden you can hear the noise from the crowd. That's nothing to believe. It's the first time in this game in 35 minutes that the Everton backline have been tested, but still no save for the English number one. Jordan Pickford to save. Playing Thankfully for him so far. Instead, knock it forward. Stewie headed down, and James Tarkowski's going to get there first. Now Tarkowski will go all the way back to the goalkeeper for them. Pickford gets distance, so Jai will chase, but who's there about to room into the hands of Robin Roos. He just rolling out to Daniel Ballard. Oh, up to Gertruda. Intruder will give it to Daniel Ballard. Moment. Diano Burry is at double the amount of touches than what Wilson Isidore has had. No, certainly pleased David Moyes. And to our right side, Kiele gives it to Bertrand Traore. Traore is able to spin and turn. Opportunity here now. Hume crosses it in. Put away by Tarkowski. Does it get into a hand of an Everton player? The supporters are convinced, or at least are trying to convince Thomas Bramall. Oh, here is Daniel Ballard. Just to Mukiele. PTN's going to drive inside. He'll give it to Siditi. Siditi with it. We'll play a 1-2 down there. Daniel Ballard. Ballard will stretch out to the right side. It's going to be Traore to cross it in. It's a decent cross. It's good header away, in fact. Playing well at the moment. Gertruda. Ronaldo to Xhaka. Playing in the Everton half now. It's 1-2 between Ronaldo and Xhaka. It comes to ends on Lafay. Lafay gives it Isidore. Isidore may have to strike, but it's blocked off by the Everton defender. Michael Keane was able to get across and block it off. And then I believe it must have come off a Sunderland player, because Thomas Bramall was given the furrow with the Everton way, that the Sunderland players are complaining, because they think that they should have one. It's Jade to Wilson Isidore, but it's Michael Keane who got across and made a real strong challenge. Play by Michael Keane. So now it is number 28, Wilson Isidore has made the run as Enzo Lafay comes forward with it. It's going to go back. It's going to be knocked forward. There is Daniel Ballard. Here is Gianno Barry. Barry sends it to the right side. And the Dutch from Charms going in by Licharo. Gertruda. That's out for a corner, but the play just to be called back because Morty Nukiele was caught, I believe. And then strapping down there. Ball that was actually played forward to Idris Gay, was in an offside position. But Gay stood on the toe of Morty Nukiele, didn't need to roll around like he did. Some of the players tried to convince the referee that it was more dangerous. It really was. So 40 minutes on the clock here. 5 minutes after half. Someone still losing, but are starting to roll into the game. Ball goes forward here. It's Jordan Pickford. He's out of his goal and collects it. It's not that ball by Trey Hune. It's a good run by Wilson Isidore. Ball goes forward. Knocked down by Trihugh. Trihugh will just knock it back to Daniel Ballard. Sunderland do about 74% of the ball. It's going to go down the right side. And let's say they're coming forward. It's going to be a shot from Nordy Michieli, but it's blocked off. Kenan Shrewsbury Hall is fouled. But the referee goes the other way, so someone could get on with it. Terence Bertrand Traore inside the box. Tries to get a shot off. Blocked off by Vitaly Mikolenko. And now Everton are going to be deceived. That's going to try and come forward. It's Diano Barry. Barry just chops it back, and it's a ball chop. Now Ronaldo. Ronaldo will keep it in. There is Enzo Maffei. Sadiki. There is Traore. Traore out to the right side. First bat, then a Bavard. Sharakia Truda. There's Sadiki. Sadiki with it. She pushed over by Jake O'Brien, potentially. The referee doesn't think so. It's thrown for Jake O'Brien's take. Brian will launch it forward for Tom Tiano Barry. Gets Thunder. Holding to Chieli. Chieli will give it to Trihugh. He will come forward with it. He will cross it in. Blocked off by Vitaly Mikolenko. So Chieli's picked up the ball. Chieli has picked it up, preparing to send it forward. Now launches it. Still headed by Michael Keane. Keane heads it out to Chieli. He's going to send a deep cross in. There is bad ornament. That's it. Oh no! This almost was a mailing in there. Pickford falls down, but someone's still with it. Maffei with the cross. Pickford gets back up to punch it away. Traore with the shot. O'Brien with the clearance, and Pickford is trying to stress that they just need to calm down in there. It just came from the long throw. And it caused mayhem in the box for the Toffees. Ballard attacked it. It was eventually headed away between Michael Keane and Jake O'Brien, and then across from Enzo Maffei. Just punched away by Jordan Pickford. Now we're given a free kick, I believe. So Pickford's going to send it forward. Headed by Daniel Ballard, and then there's a collision of heads between Bertrand Traore and the Drissa Garner. He's come down holding his head. Quite quickly, Granit Xhaka has made his way over just to check it in. See if he's going to be okay. I think he will be. Xhaka is going to pick him up. I didn't know, I was just frustrated with something. Sneaking through his assistant manager, Alan Irvine. So we are into 2 additional minutes at the end of this first half. So Michael King will send it forward. Headed by Geertruida. Then cleared, touched down by James Tarkowski. It's going to go back to Pick. That's an awful ball back by Tarkowski. Pickford keeps it in, and then we'll send it down the line. One in the air by Ronaldo. It's merely poor play by the Everton captain. Back to Pickford. Vitaly Mikolenko. Ball goes back to Pickford. Pickford sends it all on. Headed by Daniel Ballard. Here is Vitaly Mykolenko. Bertrand Traore. Perfect cross. That's Aldi Mukiele. Mukiele goes back to Robin Roos. Roos took all left-footed, hooked ball forward. But topped by Ronaldo. It's now Sunderland player anticipating it though. This one ball all the way through to Jordan Pickford. Pickford will pick it up. We're in the final 30 seconds off the half now. Roll it out. Launch it forward. It's such good length in his kicking. Hugh will head it. Walked down by Mukiele. On the gate gets across. Here's James Garner. Mykolenko. Everton playing in the Sunderland half. Final 10 seconds or so. There is Hume. Hume to Granit Xhaka. To knocked it forward, and it's gone again with the foul. And it may just be time for a free kick. Does not. So half time here, 47 minutes played. It's still of an edge on his goal, but it's the difference. It's Here to that deal and now, and I know when I have on that green pin to something. Yeah. When you play, and hang on. Well, yeah, and then you feel like you keep running out there. I am that you feel like this, remember that, and then say, nothing but the one thing, and that's it. Then, right there, and then it matters. Well, you make come up to run it, toilet, nothing else on it, come up on every well, anyway, and I love Lord, and they moment, annoying, I managed to I have a young home, but, and, you know, I feel to me, you know, I own it. We have and then this TV thing, they are doing it now. The one for I think and come in empty from London. Something of well known. And that they don't know about 994. It's heavy. They come. And Jim, they want to find looking and you know, they'll let them know Jimmy, they want to know and one thing, and I'll make it to open them and I'm a lawyer, I think you'll tell me. And then you know, put on it, I mean, not from the end of the one. I was and I'm feeling on one. I brain it to you. I think it's not there. I don't really honor him. You know, I'll have maybe. Yeah. Hey, how long ago was that? Nothing. But then, I mean, like me now, yeah, and then they always think you. He komt the end to living tight, connected that, Dale, then that big one, we got right then. I don't know, my tongue, yeah. then I don't believe in the film. Thing not him. I think, but I don't think I know. No, done. You're going to the film. That's not the film. Yeah, I don't know. Let me come back home with our own one and good. And you're giving to them. Not. Thank you. And in there, you can wonder. If I put out around it, I'm happy for you. Oh, John. Here's no payment. I don't know. And yeah. And then when they like and what look you they written fire for me, I think. And Jim little number or nothing that lại không thì nói thế mình là con phim con này là đây là em tiền là tiền đồ bên bên này mà tức là nó thấy nó bị rồi nó kêu thì làm gì đòn lại đi được toàn tiền kiếm cái nó kiếm nó sẽ nhận như vậy là tiền rồi làm đấy rồi không mình mất cái cái được thì mình tôi con qua mình chẳng hạn mình biết là đấy vừa cùng làm việc đấy anh ta là mang mình biết nó phải vừa rồi phun lại hai lần tham ấy đã là thấy tiêu này cái vậy thành lấy tiêu cái theo cái hai này là phải anh ấy tình tiêu này cái mà phải làm bệnh cái này cái hồ cái là tiêu cái này hàng cái bên cái nhóm tôi được mấy anh thấy trên tay anh thấy phải không chỉ nó còn về này hơn em không nha ở đâu được rồi còn mình thấy mình quen thấy tiếng mình được đâu dùng cái này đây có ta không thế làm nếu mà nó phải là rồi nè anh bên đây đi hơi bảo toàn cái nó lại lên chữ đây mình cái này là này đặc biệt thôi tình cái cái hiện hiện nhưng mà theo nó cái tôi xem và tôi gặp nó là tự nhiên nhưng mà không phải là hiện tại mình nó mà tiếp thì cái gì nó rất là đây bằng đủ nó là cái là nó sẽ à một em là ngập nhẹ team putting and team or nó không thể cái gì mà nó là cái gì nó in can in there dan thôi này nó là hết cái quan trọng tiếp nó là break nhưng mà vấn đề mình hiểu thì đó tôi mình vẫn tiếp tục live nên là thì mình đang and I was really anything thing up if all of it not them shit on where and I remember not that good on that name nothing that brand new lived in the film on the end I wanted to and I'll believe it from there. When were you know with it? I mean, no, not that. Little Franklin. Oh, yeah. Nothing. Right on the on the
The Percy's have plenty of work there to get back into this game. It was a
decent first half, for quite a few opportunities. So here is Enzo Lefebvre going forward. He gets a shot away. It's going to be blocked off by Jake O'Brien. Then can be strike from Brennan Xhaka. He's going to take it a deflection off James Tarkowski. And Granit Xhaka gives Sunderland the lead here. Xhaka with a deadly strike into the back of the net. James Tarkowski here with his chirped out his left foot at it. And it is deflected past Jordan Pickford. And 36 minutes on the clock here. Just a minute into the second half. It's the captain, the former Bayern Leverkusen midfielder, who was smashing into the back of net. And Xhaka gives the BlackCats the equaliser here. It's Sunderland 11, Everton 1. There is going to be a VAR check because Ted Choi will solicit always in an offside position. It will be checked. But it was Enzo Lefebvre into the box on the left side. He got it shot away. It was blocked off. And then he just laid it off to the captain, Granit Xhaka, on the edge of the box. And he just slammed it in. And he's come off the left boot, the left toe of James Tarkowski. It's done past Jordan Pickford. And Regis, or the Paris side, have equalised here. And all of a sudden, you cannot hear yourself think inside the Stadium of Light. But Granit Xhaka is the finisher. Slashes it into the far corner. And it gives Sunderland the equaliser. I'd love a goal in the second half, do someone. They scored 9 goals in the second half. Just 3 in the first half, so they are natural slow starters. Here is Gerald Gertruda. Gertruda across to Ronaldo. Ronaldo will give it to Bertrand Traoré. Traoré will pick it up. He'll come back to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka across. And then it's sort of Pickford who has to make the save. Down to his right side. And then it gets up. That's off scoring unit. Is Everton defenders. He's not happy with how his side has started this game. There was a strike from Enzo Lefebvre, which actually just deflected off the chest of Wilson Isidore. But then Jordan Pickford was able to move his body and then just push the ball away. And it's going to be a corner here. Cross goes in, headed away from Kane in Shrewsbury Hall. Headed forward. And he's going to come towards Isidore. He's going to control it. Start on his knee. And then it's Jack Grealish who is going to beat the ball away. And it's a decent boot away. And sent out. There's Jordan Pickford who had to be sharp, diving to his right side as the shot came in, deflected off the chest of Wilson Isidore, and then Pickford was just able to push the ball away. But all of a sudden, it was being worked up here in the first half. They both had 7 shots each. It was only the one shot on target which came from the goal from EPLMatch. All of a sudden, 3 shots in this second half. Sunderland with 2 on target. And I've got to say, they deserve to be level with the game. So here is Lasharo Gertruda coming forward. He's going to send it to the left side. Ends on the fay. Will try and find Wilson Isidore. Takes a heavy touch, and it's Jaden Shrewsbury Hall who'll get there. Will lead it back. Not that too try too. And that is 6 in a row that Everton have not kept a clean sheet, which I'm going to say is a very un-David Moyes-like. His teams are usually well renowned for being defensively solid. Well, on this occasion, they don't work it. So, Idrissa Gana Gueye goes out to the right side. And then G.I. will come back to Gueye. They with it will send it out to the left fullback where Vitaly Mykolenko is. There is Jack Grealish. Grealish will get it to James Garner. Here is Vitaly Mykolenko. Keane. There is Tarkowski. Tarkowski up to Jake O'Brien. Tarkowski will receive it on the halfway line. He'll force a forward ball into Tiano Barry. More will go back to Jake O'Brien on it. O'Brien on the ball. He's all the way back to Jordan Pickford. Pickford up to the left side. Michael Keane. King being grabbed by Bertrand Traore. Keane is able to find Kane in Shrewsbury Hall, but they lose it, and now it's Noah Siddiqui who will step forward with the ball for the BlackCats. It was back to, I think, a man on loan from RB Leipzig, Gertruda. There's Daniel Bellard. And the last 10 shots, similar, they've had 9 of the last 10 shots, so you can see which way the momentum of the game is going. Here is Ronaldo on this left side. Nailed her across, Daniel Ballard. Petralda. Granit Xhaka. Xhaka out to this right side. It's Bertrand Traore. He's going to stand up Vitaly Mykolenko. Will come back. It's going to be a delivery in, headed away from Jake O'Brien. Tiano Barry will try and bring it down. There is Granit Xhaka. Ronaldo. With Sharo Gertruda. Hit the ball away cheaply. Now it's James Garner on the ball. Garner with it, but he loses it in the centre of the park. It's Emza Lefay. Comes out to Bertrand Traore on this right side, trying to take on Vitaly Mykolenko. He spins. Pops off by Garner. It's Mukiele. Tackle going in from Shrewsbury Hall. It's a former Chelsea man. Gives it to Manchester City loan Jack Grealish, and that's an awful challenge going in from the Northern Ireland international. Try you. It's aggressive, it's late, and it's going to be the 3rd yellow card of the game for Sunderland. And it's The 23-year-old try here, but a late challenge going in on Jack Grealish. James Tarkowski's made his way over to any kind of this should be more than a yellow card. He's a real late challenge. Two-footed. Both legs connecting with Grealish's leg. And he's going to get the yellow card. His first of the season. He's got such an important goal for Northern Ireland. And Slovakia in the international break. As Reese have won, was put up to him just next week. But Xhaka seemingly is trying to calm down Jack Grealish down there. So it looks like Beto is stripped and ready to come on. Here for the Toffees. David Moyes has sold the fourth official. He's not going on just yet, but potentially Tieno Barry is coming off as a long ball goes forward. Let's try here. Right, who loses the ball. Jack Grealish is going to get there. Pulls down under a challenge of Hugh. Granit Xhaka comes across and catches Jack Grealish. It'll be a free kick for Everton, level with the 18-yard box. Grealish just been called the last couple of times. There's a player who, well, last year was with Aston Villa. There was no player in the league who got fouled more often than him. He's a player who is usually someone that is on the other end of an opposition late challenge. Finn's got us stood over. Him on this left side. He's raises his right arm in the air. He's going to deliver it into the near post. It's going to be headed away. It's going to come out to Vitaly Nikolenko. Nikolenko will send it forward, touchdown, and then brought down by James Garner. And it's popped off by Nordi Mukiele. So, what has Nikolenko got? It's going to be a long throw to come in from him. But it is going to be a substitute. First substitute off the game. And it's a 23-year-old Tieno Barry who joined this summer from Villarreal in a 26 million deal. Well, he is off and he's not hiding his disappointment. David Moyes giving a pat in the chest. He comes off, and it's the 27-year-old Beto who scored just the one goal this season. Beto is odd, and a lot of Everton fans do feel a little frustrated that they potentially feel like they don't actually have a star striker to rely on. So the forward will pulling from Michael and could give headed away by Mukiele down there. It's Mikolenko with the ball in his hands. To near Puddles, then it's Robin Roofs who comes out and collects from goalkeeping Banyan. And Roofs will come out, and then he'll roll it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo and Dava coming forward with the ball. Around for his options, will go back to Geertruida. Barbell's onto the right side there, trying to try. Alright, cross goes in, but it's headed away. And Grealish goes back to Vitaly Nikolenko. Long ball forward. Touched out by Geertruida. Can go back to the goalkeeper, Robin Roos. Out there to the right side. Just about kept in play by Nordi Mukiele. Mukiele will come down the right channel, plays in and around, then he'll come back to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka to Ronaldo. He was urged to shoot. He had to with the cross. Touchdown. And it's first kind of gay. He's going to go back to eliminate Jai, but he won't lose it. And then comes to Jacob Bryan. Jacob Bryan on the right side, and it's Enzo Lefebvre with the ball off cuff. Just trying to get the crowd going. Goes out forward, goal kick, but a couple of supporters in the stands standing up now. And that goes out for a throw right in that corner. It's a throw to come forward from Jake O'Brien. He's going to launch it forward. And here is Daniel Ballard. Ballard will sock it forward, headed by Jake O'Brien, brought down by Granit Xhaka. Xhaka to Ronaldo. Ronaldo to Noah Sadiki. Sadiki back to Daniel Ballard. It's Gertruda. Gertruda to Sadiki. On to Enzo Lefebvre. Enzo Lefebvre to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka. And go out. Gertruda tries to find Enzo Lefebvre. Here he's gone again. It's a pull-off ball and Dewsbury Hall loses it. Now Dewsbury Hall's going to race forward. Dewsbury Hall tries to send it into Beto in behind. It's Daniel Ballard who's able to step in and get a good challenge on the ball. So we're just trying to race forward there, but Ballard stepped in. Ball comes forward. It's going to be headed by Mykolenko. Away by a try here. That one in the air by Gertrude. We're an hour into the game now. We're all level. Be a free kick for Sunderland. It's Idrissa Gay with the foul. And Xhaka jumps back up onto his feet. And there is an Everton player that just sat down now. Woman in GR is the man. He wants to score. He's potentially going to be stretched out. It's been a standout player for Everton. Iliman Ndiaye. He looks sore here, so the medical staff are on, and there is a other of concern for him. So just got to gaze, crouch down to speak to Iliman Ndiaye. She's stretching his leg out. It's potentially going to be okay. She's going to fumble off the pitch. And we are seeing Dwight McNeil getting stripped down and ready to come on. So Iliman Ndiaye is going to have to cut off, but he scored that wonderful goal in the first half. Ndiaye just hobbling off the pitch. He's able to walk off the pitch. You're hoping that he's going to be okay. But coming on for him is the 25-year-old Dwight McNeil. He's played just 31 minutes of this season. He'll be desperately disappointed with the lack of action he's had. Now, typically, most years is the star man really for Everton. Well, he's coming out, so it's our second sub of the game. McNeil, who is well renowned for his crosses into the box, just be able to get into the team this season. So it's a ball that goes forward. O'Brien battles. It's going to come down to Ronaldo with the shot, blocked off by Tarkowski, headed away by Gay. It's going to come out to Traore with the effort. And tell you what, it nearly deflected off Tarkowski and into the back of it there, but it's gone past the post. And it's a right smile from the Everton captain, James Tarkowski, because the effort went in there. It just looked like for a second that it was going to sneak into the back of the net. We've already seen his deflection help it into a goal, but it's a corner that comes in, headed away by Neto. Back out to the right side to Xhaka. Xhaka with the cross. Hits the chest of Mykolenko. And Xhaka just leaves the ball. Where I would take it is Nordi Mukiele. He makes his way over. Mordy Nukiele with a launch into the box. It's on by Ballard. Comes off the chest of Dodd again. Sunderland players and supporters are convinced it's go off the hand, but it certainly didn't look like it to me. Thomas Bramall, she's going to delay play. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sunderland players surrounding the referee. Ballard with the flick. That's come off the chest of Dodd again. The check is already complete. My eyes did deceive me. To the referee by Thomas Bramall. So not deal with the crowd noise there. So Donna is back to Michael Keane. Keane with the hook forward, headed by Ballard. There is Dwight Neal. Dwight Neal, was he caught by Ronaldo? No, he's not, according to the referees. So Sunderland will come forward. It's a poor pass there. Jacob Variety slips. If that was Noah Siddiqui looking to run at the Everton defence. Is he fouled? Referee says he's not. And the ball deflects off Ebza Lefebvre. He goes out for a goal kick. Siddiqui looks over to the referee, but he's going to be careful with what he says because he is already on the yellow card. The ball goes forward. Marines Vitali Mikalenko. Mikalenko with it. It's going to go back. It's going to be Pickford. We'll give it to Jones Tarkowski. Tarkowski to Dwight McNeil. McNeil on the ball. We'll go back. And then actually comes off Dwight McNeil as he goes in for a challenge. For a heading touch with Wilson Isidore. Out for a throw. So Ronaldo will throw it inside to Noah Siddiqui. Here is Ronaldo battling with Dwight McNeil. Neil knocked it out for a throw. And it's Nordi Nukiele will make his way over to this side. He's going to take the throw. Okay, just throwing the ball on his shirt. So it's a one ball in. Head of a way by Detso, and then it's a ball clearance by Israel. Just up in the air. Shakhtar will knock it down. There is Edza Lefebvre. So someone dishearts all of their territory and possession this second half. Haven't really tested Jordan Pickford. Cross goes in. Comes off Jacob Bryan. It will go out for 4-0 Sunderland. So it's going to be a 4-2 come in. It's going to be headed away. And then brings it away by Kieran Shrewsbury Hall. And it's going to be headed by Donna Gay. Gay will give it to Jack Morley. Just try to take on Bertrand Traore. Traore gets there. Then he gives it to Wilson Isidore. Isidore takes a heavy touch. There is Dwight McNeil. Ball will go back to Gertrude. Bertrand Traore on this right side for Sunderland. The felt like he was getting grappled with. He was. It'll be a free kick. Spin over the Zealots from the Everton man. So halfway through the second half here, 68 minutes on the clock. Sunderland with 5 more shots than Everton, but just one more shot off target. Maybe worked a little bit of a clinical edge at times. I feel that Sunderland are perhaps smelling blood here against David Moyes' Everton. So here is Daniel Ballard with it. He's going to send one ball forward down the right side. With the pressure on Vitaly Mikolenko, just has no option but to just knock it out of play to his right side, about 4-0. Mikolenko has certainly not taken any risks there. It's Nordi Mukiele. He's made his way over to this side to take the throw. That seems like if you've got a one throw when you CV now, you are a real attractive proposition. So he's going to send the ball forward. She's going to head it away up the near post. Jack from Ringland, she's going to go chasing to try and get there, but Granit Xhaka will go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Robin Roos. Now then Roos is going to launch it forward. It's Vitaly Nikolenko just going to get ahead of try to you, and Jordan Pickford is out and collects it. Pickford will roll it out to James Garner. Garner will send it out to the right side to Jake O'Brien. And there's Tarkowski. Trisagana getting out to Vitaly Nikolenko. Nikolenko gives it to Grealish. Grealish goes back to Michael Keane. Keane to Pickford. Pickford will send it forward. It'll be headed high, number 20 for Sunderland, Nordi Mukiele. Now it's Noah Siddiqui. Gives it to Ronaldo. Back to the former Roma midfielder. It's on the day. Here is Nordi Mukiele. Virgin Traore on this right side. Will hook it forward. Headed away by Michael Keane. And then headed out of play by Daniel Ballard, and it'll be a throw for Everton. Headed Moyes is on the edge of his dugout, shouting out instructions for his side. Free to be taken by Mikolenko. It's away by Mukiele. Sneaking ahead it forward. Now Isidore. Isidore will run forward. Isidore gets past James Tarkowski. Here is Isidore. He's going to send in a strike. He smashes it over the bar. And once again, Jordan Pickford is out of his goal. Giving a piece of his mind to his players out in front of him. But it was Isidore just racing forward there. But his efforts in the end was wild and over the bar. So Jordan Pickford to take the goal kick. Ball goes forward, headed by Detto. It's wide with Nordi Mukiele down man. And catches him. Someone they're going to get on with it quickly. Reese gives it to Gertrude. Mitruda gives it away. Here is the tourist Garner gang. Arnold Gay with the hook forward. Brought down by Daniel Ballard. That is Bertrand Traore. Ballard is held back up onto his feet. Someone can get on with it. Ahiyaka worked it wide. There they come forward. Ronaldo's there. Ronaldo with the delivery, and it away by Michael Keane. It's out to try Hugh. Hugh back to Ballard. Ballard will just hook it forward. It's Mukiele beats Grealish in the air. Mukiele stepping onto the ball on this right shuttle. He's able to find Siddiqui. Siddiqui with the cross. Comes off the chest of Michael Keane and goes out off. Nicolai going out for a corner. Once again, Sunderland players, a couple of the supporters, more than a couple, are convinced that this has come off a hand. And I would say it's a natural position from Michael Keane. His hands are down by his body. Chelsea could do with it there. Been hit from a close distance. It's going to be a VAR check, but no, not for me. Ball is coming in from about 2 yards out. The check is on play. I'm sure it's even hit his hand. It may have hit his upper thigh of Choi. It's the captain, Granit Xhaka. He's made his way over to take it. Everton preparing to deliver. Of course, Sunderland dare carry an aerial threat. It's cracked out Sitjar box there. Jacker raises his right arm in the air. So left-footed cross towards the back post. Headed down and then cleared away by James Tarkowski. It's only cleared to try Hugh. Hugh will go back to your Robin Rees. And then Rees will send the ball forward for Sunderland. Headed away by Jake O'Brien. Brought down by Geertruida. Ricky Daly. Back to Hugh. Hugh all the way back. Jack knocks it forward. Up to this right side. Nikolenko competing with Traore. Will play by the Ukraine. He just able to see it out. Oh, and you feel like David Moyes may be the happier of the two with the point. They started the game well, but the second half has been all Sunderland, and they have had to ride out the momentum. It's without someone really taking the game to them, but they have stalled $5 in 8 minutes of the BlackCats. Ronaldo is there. And Ronaldo is caught. But he thinks it is a foul. As Bramo has usually let quite a lot go today. There's softening in that one, so it's Mikolenko. Mikolenko gives it to Dewsbury Hall. It tries to find Twine McNeil, but the ball's going to go back to the goalkeeper, Robin Roofs. Rees will knock it forward, headed down. Everton yet to have a shot in this second half. Someone was 6, just one shot on target. And that's 61% of the ball of Regis Slipper's side. It's been a tough game for the Toffees. Granit Xhaka moves the ball back. Back to Robin Rees. And in Ballard down the right side. Towards Wilson Isidore, but headed away by Keane, and then Mikolenko will send it forward. Here is Granit Xhaka. Xhaka out to Bertrand Traore. Special on the ball, yet to really touch Jordan Pickford. There's Noah Siddiqui. Siddiqui across to Mukiele. He's going to cross it in. There is Wilson Isidore, but it's a poor hit. But it does end up in the hands of the goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. He's mishitted at Wilson Isidore. Is it game to win? Which is a wild swing rather than a composed effort from him. He's actually missed it with his right foot. It's come off his left shin. And the guy could have been goal there and saved it. Curious Petrusek gone again. Comes it out to the left side where Vitaly Mikolenko is. Nick Grealish. And there's Idrissa Gana again. And there's Tarkowski. Tarkowski's still come forward. Tarkowski will come all the way back. Sees it from Jake O'Brien. And sends it back. And now it's forward and it's Beto. Beto with it. Beto. I've been touches since coming on. And that is eventually going to be knocked out. Out for a throw. O'Brien who's picked it up. Everton are preparing a couple of substitutes. So O'Brien is going to lodge it in towards the near post, headed on, and then put it away by Nordi Mukiele. Beats it out of play, out for a corner. who's hellbound there, Michele. No questions asked. English again to feed that out. So Chemsedine, Talby, and Brian Huabi are two players who are potentially looking to come on here for Sunderland. Speaking to the backroom staff. So Vladimir Neal to take a corner. And to get the first shot off the half. Madeira all the way to the far post. Takati's there. But the Roos has gone down after being fouled by Jake O'Brien, and the referee will give the free kick inside the 6-yard box. So Roos will get on a bit quickly, but Bramwell tells him he's getting on a bit too quickly, or that should try to give him his sat down hold of his head. Yeah, it was just Jake O'Brien just tumbling on top of Robbie Roofs. So we're in the final 2 minutes of this game. Sunderland 1, Everton 1. Extended Boward, who's going to launch it forward for Sunderland. There is Bertrand Traore. Tries to play it inside ball, but it's to James Garner. Garner gives it to McNeil, but heavy touch taken by him. Now, they can run forward. Here is on the left side. It's Enzo Lefebvre. Lefebvre comes back to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka to Sadiki. Cross goes in. It's an effort that had to be saved from Jordan Pickford. He's tipped it out for a corner. He might be a little bit frustrated that he hasn't stopped it from doing for a corner. It looked to be just a catch. To cross the game in. Try here with the header. It's going wide of the post, and Pickford has actually just dropped it and conceded the corner for the Toffees to maybe pile a little bit of pressure on Everton here. Granit Xhaka to deliver. It's to their post, headed away by Jack Grealish. Touchdown by Noah Sadiki. And Xhaka will send it in, and he's got to do better. Lordy Mukiele, he's headed it over the bar. He was a free bird inside the 6-yard box, but it's a Kendra there. He's just maybe put too much power in his neck, and he's put it over the bar. Great cross by Granit Xhaka. We're actually complaining about a high big chin there. No, Michael Keane does raise his foot. Well, Michele is crouched down. Now those heads. Keane's fault. He's trying to win something there, but the former PSG Leipzig defender Nordi Mukiele stayed down. James Garner is telling him it was your shoulder that you were hit with, but I don't know why you're holding your head. So there's going to be a substitution here for Sunderland. Coming off for then is number 25, Bertrand Traore. But Todd winning down the wing. And also coming out is the very bad Wilson Isidore. Taking his chances here. Coming out is G.Y. Clark substitutes Chumsadine Talby. Just 20 years of age. He scored the late winner against Chelsea in the last game. He signed this summer from Club Brugge and an 18 million deal. And also coming on like for like to the striker Wilson Isidore is Brian Robbie, who joined from Ajax this summer in a 18 million deal too. It's also going to be a double change for David Moyes' team. Coming off for then is the right fullback Jake O'Brien. Been good back there as a headed the ball away from a defensive point of view, and it's also going to see Kieran Dewsbury Hall come off. Coming off at there, like to Dewsbury Hall, Paulos Alcaz, for this summer from Flamengo in a 13 million deal. And coming on for Jake O'Brien is the midfielder, the 22-year-old Tim Irabidden, which you can always suspect will mean James Garner will be moved out to right fullback, and Irabidden will play the double pivot with Idrissa Gueye. So, 83 minutes on the clock here. It's Sunderland 1, Everton 1. Robin Rees on the ball. Hits it out. He's going to send it forward. Headed away. And not down. Ruben Moyes and Regis Labers both stood on the edge of their dugouts. Shout out instructions. There is Grealish. Grealish with it. Alcaraz. Alcaraz there to Garner. Comes across. Out to the right side. Garner tries to take on Ronaldo. Garner thinks he's fouled. The referee doesn't agree. So he can come forward. He's going to come out to make a light goal with the strike. Robin Rees with the save. It's the first shot of the half for Everton in the 85th minute. 40 minutes played. Vitaly Nikolenko on the left side of the box. Robin Rees down to his right side. Had to make the stop. And it's a smart stop by the Dutch Rangers, pushing the ball away. So Vitaly Nikolenko picking up the ball now. He's going to look to send the long throw in. Sends it in. It's a height, but still cleared away by Enzo Lefebvre. And now Garnish is going to hook it back forward. Flips on. There he's tried Hume. Someone with the Dolce, Daniel Ballard to take. Ballard putting the ball down. Sends it down the left side. Here is Vitaly Nikolenko, long ball forward. Has some questions of Alcaraz, but sent away. It's going to be controlled on the chest of Tim Irabudin. Irabudin will go back to Gardner. Gardner all the way back to the goalkeeper, Pickford. There is Jordan Pickford on the ball. Then Alcaraz to Rodrigo again. Irabudin will come forward. He's caught. It's a free kick. Irabudin. It's caught from behind. It's going to be a throw. Well, free kick, should I say. So driver Neil has been told from Thomas Brummelware to take the free kick. Central position. The referee will move away. So Black Neil stood over it. Going to prepare to send it forward. There's Drew McNeil actually going to leave it. It's going to be Pickford. She's going to roll it to McNeil. Link Grealish. So they're not just going to send the cross in. Going to play with it. Here is Grealish going down the left side. Grealish with the delivery, but it's Robin Rees with the catch. Sprint out to his goal. Good play by Grealish there. Watched him in, but in the end, comfortable for the goalkeeper. Daniel Ballard sends it out to the right side. Stepping forward with it, it's Nordin Mukiele. Tackle goes in from Dwight, then Neil, and so late charge. Drissa Garner Gay falls into Mukiele. So it'll be a free kick here in the final 2 minutes of normal time. The late goals have been a common occurrence for Sunderland this season. But Xhaka stood over it. He's going to deliver it into the far post. Ronaldo gets there, but we played away by Carlos Alcaraz. There is Drissa Gay. Loses it, and Daniel Ballard seeing it. It's a strong challenge, and Zelafay is going to run away from the Everton players. So Jordan Pickford going to prepare to send this ball forward. That's Pickford who will lodge it up there towards Beto. Beto jumps for it, but goes directly out for a goal kick. Just a little bit frustrated that it's got to Beto, but he wasn't able to touch it down. It's going to be an ongoing conversation about Everton not having a reliable front man. So Ronaldo goes back to Truda. Truda to Daniel Ballard. Ballard will suck it forward towards Robbie, but it's Michael Keane who will deal with it, and then he'll boot it out for someone throw. Shamsuddin Talabi. Logging Michieli, who's picked up the ball. Herod to deliver it. The assistant referee just telling him where to take it from. So Ballard just battling in there. March is complaining about something. So what is exactly complaining about? Suicide show from Idrissa Gana again. So it's going to be a lodge into the box. It's flicked on and then booted away by Beto in there. We find that much additional time we've got left to play. We are into 6 additional minutes. So will there be high drama in this game? 6 additional minutes left to play. The scores are in level. It's Dwight McNeil. He gives it to Carlos Alcaraz. And there's Alcaraz going forward, and it's a challenge going in, and then Ronaldo's called, and it'll be free kick for Sunderland. So Brandon Xhaka has picked up the man of the match award, and I certainly would say that is a fair one. Score today, chances created, but a wonder, they crossed a wonderful ball into the box. His goal came via a deflection. Robin Roos is going to send it forward. Roos just going to boot it forward. King gets there. Now it's addressing Gay. Gay spins and turns, and then comes to try Hugh. You will give it to Xhaka. On to Michieli. Michieli plays it up towards Brian Barabi. He tries to touch it down, but there is Jordan Pickford. And it is goal and willing to collect it. Which do with Brian Barabi just holding up the ball could summon. That's what he did when they got back late. Dramatic equaliser did Chelsea. I've seen a play all up the ball for so long. It's Michieli on this right side. And go back inside. There is Daniel Ballard. Ballard back across Ronaldo. It's Daniel back. And a long ball towards Talby, and Nikolenko will head it out. And we've got 3.5 minutes left here. And there's going to be an opportunity for someone to watch forward. Talby knew he's never going to win that header, but he went up with Nikolenko to try and make it difficult. Michieli is preparing to deliver this ball in. It's going to be a large bin to the box towards the near post, heading away. And back out to Michieli. He delivers it, but off by Grealish. Put it away. Sunderland going to keep on going. And now the ball gets given away, and they could be exposed here. Sunderland, it's Alcaraz. Alcaraz with the ball on the edge of box. He's unable to get the ball at his feet. Goes back to Garner. Garner's going to pull it back here. He's tossed out across. Have they wasted the move? They have. It was cheaply given away by Granit Xhaka. And there was Alcaraz in such a wonderful situation coming forward, but he was unable to sort his feet out. But now Mukiele will come forward. He's got options in front of him. He'll give it to Shamsuddin Talbi, the Moroccan. He's going to cross it in. Headed away by Michael Keane. Grealish keeping in play. He will go back to Mikolenko. There's no long ball forward. Talbi will just chest it down to try Hugh to tackle the goals in from here. A bit of it wins it. The game just opening up here in the final 2 minutes. Alcaraz. And it's a poor pass, and David Moyes will be severely frustrated with Carlos Alcaraz, who's actually picked up a yellow card for a challenge earlier. Carlos Alcaraz has got into the referee's notepad, the 5th player tonight, but the Argentinian picking up his 2nd yellow card of the season. Some late challenge that went in on try, Hugh. It's going to be an Everton 4-0 as we enter the final minute of additional time here. I would say that a draw is the fair result, and a point. It's a fair point between both teams. It was in the better side in the first half, someone the better side in the second half, and despite having 9 more shots, someone the Everton were really threatened the goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. He's not really been worked that hard. So Jackson heads it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo will look it forward. Keane on the halfway line, tries to find Beto, but headed away by Gertruda. Here is Lafay. Lafay finds Noah Siddiqui. Siddiqui trying to race forward, but Tarkowski with the tackle comes off the back of Siddiqui. I think the supporters in the ground have accepted that this will be a point. It's not a bad point against good team today. Both sides, double point as it finishes here. 96 minutes played. Sunderland 1, Everton 1. It's a share of the spoils for both sides. Producer Labrice and David Moyes will be relatively pleased with the points. It finishes Sunderland 1,